Seasonal cooking may or may not be for you, but without a doubt, one of the best things about summer food is the sides. Bright, popping flavors, easy preparations, and fresh fruits and vegetables are, to me, some of the hallmarks of great summer cooking. So in today's video, I'm making 3 delicious sides that, while designed for barbecue eating, will work for literally any meal you throw together. None of these 3 take more than 15 minutes to make, and all of them will keep in your fridge for at least a few days. Let's jump right into what is honestly one of my favorite parts of the summer months: sweet corn. This is a delicious salad that is strongly influenced by the corn and bean combination known as succotash, and yes, that is a real thing. I started with 4 half corn cobs that I seasoned with grapeseed oil and salt, and then broiled until they were lightly charred. If you happen to have a grill, unlike me, this is a great moment for it. Then I used an ideally serrated knife to cut all of the kernels off. This process can be a mess, but if you take some sort of a container and cover it with a clean towel to protect your knife, it shouldn't give you any problems. To the corn, I added sliced scallions, split cherry tomatoes, a pile of basil, half a can of drained Great Northern beans, lemon zest, minced Fresno chilies. I seasoned this with lemon juice, sea salt, and a little bit of olive oil, and it is sweet and bright and delicious. This next one is not only a simple and delicious potato salad, but also has a particularly fresh and easy approach to seasoning any sort of a cold and creamy dish. I started with baby potatoes and I cut them into bite-sized pieces, then put them into a pot, which I filled with water to just cover the potatoes by a little bit. Then I seasoned the water with salt and brought them to a boil and boiled them for exactly 1 minute. I turned the heat off and let the potatoes cool down in the water while I quickly prepared the other flavors. I took the green herb from the top of a head of a fennel and chopped it. Some grocery stores remove the tops, which is unfortunate because this is a delicious herb and fennel tops are a supremely useful aromatic. If you can't find fennel with the tops, feel free to sub this for dill or really any other soft herb you may have lying around. I also always happen to have either pickled chilies or, in this case, pickled red onions in my fridge. My technique for pickling them is to slice them thinly in this direction so the half circles separate, and then I added them to a jar along with salt and a little bit of cane sugar and shook them up. I let them sit for about 15 minutes and then covered them with red wine vinegar and let them pickle for at least 30 minutes. Now all that's left is to make the salad. I drained the potatoes, put them into a bowl, and added some sea salt, lemon juice, and olive oil. What's important here is that you add enough of each so the potatoes alone taste fully seasoned and delicious. Then I added the fennel fronds, the pickled red onions, and also optionally some fennel seeds that I toasted and ground with a mortar and pestle. This alone is incredibly fresh and tasty, but when you add a few tablespoons of sour cream, it takes it to the next level. This method of fully seasoning the vegetable with oil, acid, and salt, and then lightly coating it with sour cream or mayo is, I think, the best approach to making anything like this because the lower fat content, the flavors are much brighter, and it will work with almost anything: coleslaw, Brussels sprouts, broccoli. This is a great technique to have up your sleeve. This final recipe is, I think, the sleeper of the 3, and it is a crunchy broccoli salad with East Asian flavors, which is easily the most flavorful of all. I started by cutting the florets off the head of a broccoli and thinly slicing them. And I don't know about you, but I hate to throw away a perfectly good broccoli stem, so I peeled it with a knife and cut it into thin strips. I added all of this into a bowl along with some crystallized ginger that I thinly sliced, lime zest, honey, lime juice, sea salt, grapeseed oil, sesame seeds, and a spoonful of the legendary chili crisp. This one in particular took about 10 minutes to make, and it is a flavor bomb. But anyway, that's all for me on this one. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.